Hi, I sometimes cook a dish in my vlogs as part of the EKG to manage your health, whereas the E is to eat healthy. Now the thing is, I really hate cooking, but I can follow a recipe. In my vlogs, cooking is edited down to a couple of minutes just to give the viewer a glimpse to my minimal cooking skills. This video is the entire process so you can actually follow the recipe. The link to the original recipe is in the description. Okay, here we go. Okay, I'm going to fry turkey in this video. Hey, I do not profess to be a master chef, a master griller. As a matter of fact, I do not like cooking. But however, on my channel, I do attempt to cook. I normally follow recipes. And this, I guess, is not really a recipe, just something since I've been doing it for a while, I noticed steps. Honestly, when I started out, I was afraid to fry turkey. But my cousin kind of convinced me to doing it, and because he told me I could do it, just kind of gave me that confidence. He told me it wasn't that hard. He said there was basically 3 things you need to remember. Number 1 is what I'm doing and making sure your turkey is dry. Get all the water off of it. Number 2 is use a good oil. He said he uses peanut oil, so that's what I use. I use peanut oil, something that can take high heat. And he said the most important thing, make sure your turkey is completely thawed out, because grease and ice do not mix. You would get an explosion. and the other thing he also mentioned, he said don't overfill your fryer pan with grease. What you see me doing now, I'm basically spraying my turkey down with that canola oil before I put my seasoning on. That helped the seasoning to stick to it, so it just doesn't roll off once I pick the turkey off, because don't forget I dried it off real good. Yeah, I make sure I spray the back, try to spray in all the crevices. Try to do a pretty good job of getting it all oiled up. What I'm using there, I'm using this Tony Chachere, whatever it is, Creole seasoning. It's common, you can get it anywhere. Actually, I saw another YouTuber, she that's what she used, and she said one thing she suggested, use that whole can on the turkey, because she fries several turkeys. She said if I'm frying the 3 turkeys, I get 3 cans. I use a whole can on 1 turkey. So be liberal when you use the seasoning. I put the seasoning everywhere. I put it inside the cavity, just everywhere. Needless to say, though, I didn't use the whole can. I think I used about 3/4. I still had some left. After you get it all seasoning, the next thing that you should do is put the turkey in the refrigerator overnight. Some people say let it stay unwrapped. Country me wouldn't let me do that. I put some foil paper on it and kind of left it open. Okay, the next day you want to inject your turkey with this seasoning. Basically what I like to do, about maybe 2 or 3 hours before I'm going to fry it, I'll put the injection in. And the injection I have there is a homemade injection. You can buy Creole injection seasoning if you want to, but I just melted a stick or 2 of butter and put the Creole seasoning in there along with some garlic powder. Put some garlic powder in there, and you see the butter is coming out, and that is good. Now just remember, when you are injecting your turkey, what you want to do is you see I'm sticking the needle in, and I start pushing. When I start pushing the seasoning, the injection in, I also kind of pull the needle out so it can kind of get that seasoning all the way in and all the way back up. And then you also turn it around and in that same hole, try to hit other spots, because ultimately what you're trying to do is trying to get that seasoning throughout the whole turkey there. And I inject in the legs, in the wings, I inject everywhere. After I get it all injected, like I said, I give it a couple of hours to rest. Okay, while I'm injecting the turkey, I guess now's a good time to tell you. My original plan was to fry this in a electric fryer, but I had to change plans right at the last minute. Honestly, it was after I finished injecting the turkey, as I went outside to get the fryer prepared. I did not have the cord for the electric fryer. I left the cord in Maryland. So anyway, we had to change plans. Fortunately, I did have a old school gas turkey fryer, one with the 5-gallon. I think it's about a 5-gallon bucket. I'll call it a bucket. I ended up using that. And then we had another issue. I hadn't used it in so long. Piece of the regulator was missing. So ultimately, what I ended up doing is taking the sidekick off of my Camp Chef grill. I ended up taking that off the grill, putting that on my patio over 2 boards to hold it steady, and we fried it on that burner. Okay, now it's time to drop the bird in the grease. Hey, I made a huge mistake there. You should have a mitt on your hand to do this, protect your hands. I made a huge mistake, so don't do as I do as I say. Okay, I had like a 14-pound turkey, roughly 3 minutes per pound, so in roughly about 45 minutes she was ready. Alright, there she is, sliced, diced, and ready to eat. Hey, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe.